Hello, my name is Chris and today I'm going to review the 2019 Acura ILX. It comes with Acura's new front grille. This vehicle offers compact, premium, sporty sedan looks. Pricing is in the low to mid 30,000 Canadian dollar range. Acura offers a complete standard equipment with the base ILX coming with dual LED front lights, dual zone climate control, heated front seats, and Acura Watch, which is an electronic suite of safety features. Premium gets leather seats, 7-speaker sound system, blind spot and rear traffic alert, and that's a pretty good deal. Premium A-Spec gets 18-inch wheels, premium seats with ultra suede inserts, metal sport pedals, upgraded exterior trim, and the Tech A-Spec gets nav, a 10-speaker sound system, and rain-sensing wipers. Here it is. The trunk is okayish and the rear seat is not that big, uncharacteristic of a Honda, who by tradition are packaging specialists. In front, it is much better with plenty of legroom, which is not always the case with compact cars. The familiar Honda easiness, that is to say, control weights with a light touch, smooth acceleration, never jerky, the braking is smooth, steering does not require too much effort. It all works well together. Noise on the highway is reasonable and price appropriate. The seats are excellent and comfortable. The steering wheel is awesome with distinctive stitching. There are many things to like about ILX, but the competition is ferocious as many of the non-premium sedans are better and better, especially in their all-equipped trim for considerably less money. This includes the all-equipped Honda Civic, which I am sure cannibalizes sales of the ILX, especially since the power is similar and the fuel economy of the Civic is superior. And what to say about the Mazda 3, which is a clinic in aesthetic quality, inside and out. There is a lot to weigh for buyers at the $30,000 to $35,000 price range, and it requires a few test drives, I should think. The mid-trim premium is a significant value with leather seats, 7-speaker sound system, and the most useful electric aids, blind spot detection and rear traffic monitoring. This ILX comes with the trusty 2.4-liter inline 4-cylinder engine that unfortunately requires premium fuel and makes a solid 201 horsepower and 180 pounds of torque through an 8-speed double-clutch automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 9.7 liters in the city and 7 liters on the highway. Here are my thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers, driving the 2019 Acura ILX. It took us a while to get it, but what the heck, we're going to review it anyway. What about this vehicle? Well, this vehicle was refreshed recently. They changed the grille. Most importantly, among exterior tweaks, that was really important. The look was not good enough, I thought, for the category. It was aging really fast. Now with this new Acura grille, it's now the same for the entire family of Acura cars, and I think it's really good looking. So on the exterior, really nice. You have these two bumps here on the hood. It gives like that sportiness, nice touch, I'd say, but it doesn't obstruct visibility at all. It's really a nice visibility. Nice visibility on the sides too also, and in the back, fair enough. So that's the exterior styling, offered in nice colors too. There's a nice red, there's a nice blue, so this is kind of nice. It's better than the regular black, whites, grays. I like a nice color. It's fun, it's a nice option, and it looks good on this car. Inside now, what's it like to drive? Well, you have the independent rear suspension, which is very nice for this vehicle. You have the 2.4-liter naturally aspirated engine that puts out 201 horsepower, which is plenty. This is a light vehicle. It's really sprightly. You've got this nice transmission. It does a great job. Everything works well together. I can't say anything bad about the drivetrain. It really works well despite having a certain age. This engine is getting old, and it does get decent fuel economy. I would propose to you that the Acura ILX and the Acura TLX are what I would call semi-premium. However, if you go into the Acura RDX, you are now in premium. And what I mean by that is that this car does not compete with the 2 Series or CLA despite what the marketing says. The Acura TLX does not really compete with the BMW 3 Series despite what the marketing says. They're much less expensive, but they don't really compete. They get as close to that experience as possible, but they just cut on certain things, right? Especially the styling and the interior styling. That's where they really cut a lot. So this vehicle, is it competing with the CLA? Or is it competing with the Mazda 3? The Mazda 3 all-equipped? That's the good question. So I went online, right, and I started looking at prices, and this is for Canadians living in Quebec. I'm sure the differences must be rather similar if you're American or living outside of Quebec. The Mazda 3 2019 all-equipped 4-wheel drive, which this vehicle does not have, $642 a month tax in for 60 months. This vehicle, not the one I'm driving, the premium, which is kind of like the similarly equipped one, $744 a month for 60 months, a really high interest rate. On the lease, 48 months, 20,000 kilometers, $524 for the Mazda, $622 for this vehicle, the premium, not the one I'm driving here. The ILX, much more expensive. So, and you have to ask yourself, well, which is better? Because from an exterior styling, I think the Mazda 3 is better. From the interior design, I think the Mazda 3 is better. However, this vehicle does do a lot of things better than the Mazda 3. Engine transmission, much better. Wonderful steering wheel, great seats. These seats are way better than the Mazdas. Though these are not the seats with the premium. I wouldn't say it's a toss-up. I think the vehicle that I'm driving today is better than a Mazda 3. However, there is a big difference in price. And the big difference in price is not with this vehicle, but a lower model of this vehicle. So this is what I mean by this ILX is in a weird place in terms of the market. Now, is it good? Yes. Is it reliable? Yes. Does it go well? Yes. How's the customer satisfaction? I know quite a few people who own these vehicles, and also the CSX, which was the vehicle which was this vehicle before. Very high customer satisfaction. No problems to report. I don't know hundreds of people who have these cars, but we're in Quebec. I know a few people who own these vehicles, and they're all very happy. So that's important. What else about this vehicle on the inside? I'm going to talk a little bit about the infotainment. The infotainment is a bloody mess. Imagine, I've owned, my 2 last vehicles have been Acuras. When I went to go operate the infotainment, I had problems like, what's the source? Like they went, I don't know, this just doesn't work. They just can't do it. The Japanese can't do it. It's the same thing when I get into a Lexus. Having that said, the sound system plays very well. It's a very good quality. I would say that there is an advantage to having 2 screens is that, well, you can do one thing here on this screen while not losing your nav. That's kind of nice. I would say that the dash layout is average. I don't think that's where they put the money. And I would say that the steering wheel is awesome. It comes with the suite, a safety suite now. It's no longer an option. All the ILX have the safety suite, Acura's electronic driving aids. So you also get heated seats. You don't get cooled seats though, awkwardly. So this is the Acura ILX. I think it's a good car. I think that if you're buying this car and you're paying a big part of it cash, you're going to pay a lot less interest and therefore much less for this car, which makes it a good deal for people who have money in their pockets. If you're buying it, if you're leasing it, I think it's fine. And that's all I have to say about this vehicle. So those are my thoughts. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you find my explanations complete, if you like the 4K, which by the way, you can stream on a regular TV, which is kind of nice, a nice listening experience, well, why don't you subscribe? And that is the review.